Hi, very good afternoon to all. My name is Bhavana and our subject is BOM, that is Business Organization and Management. I hope all are good. In this previous lecture, we discussed different theories of management. What are the different theories of management? There are three different theories of management: classical theory of management, neoclassical theory of management, and modern theory of management. Classical theory is more focused on humans, that is people. They give more importance to the people. They want to improve their standards of living and also the quality of work. In classical theory, F.W. Tyler is the father of the scientific management. He gave some principles according to their research. Next, neoclassical theory. Neoclassical theory is mainly focused on behaviors and human relationships. It is an extended to the neoclassical theory. Neoclassical theory says that there is a relationship between the groups and individual of groups. They mainly focus on the behaviors of the people, and in neoclassical theory, those who give this theories they called as management gurus. We already discussed. They are Elton Mayo, Hedgeberg, Drucker, etc. And third, modern theory. Modern theory is an extension of both classical and neoclassical theory. Those principles we are formed in neoclassical theory were actually applied in this modern theory. In modern theory, there are three types: quantitative approach, I think systems approach, and next, quantitative approach, systems approach, and conceptual approach. What is the quantitative approach? Quantitative approach just they tell about the quantities and how we work. And in systems approach, we have to just practically apply the observed things. In conceptual approach, it is an extension of systems approach. I hope you understand this yesterday's lecture. Please, if you have any doubt, let me know. And also we discuss what are the principles of management. This is very important to us because become students, everybody know about the management. So please go through these videos. And just 2 days back we started our management. Before there is up to 2 units we know about the companies, like what is joint stock company, partnership. But in third unit we are entering into a complete management syllabus. Today we are discussing what are the objectives of the scientific management and also what are the criticisms of the scientific management. Let's see here. What are the objectives of scientific management? Scientific management is the substitution of exact scientific investigation. What is the scientific management? It is the substitution, means we have to substitute from each other. What are the substitute goods? I think in BBA students they know very well. Substitute means in business economics they get more clarity about the substitutes and complementaries. Substitute goods is nothing but we have to substitute from one each other. Suppose the coffee and tea are substitute. Suppose I want to drink tea but the tea is not available, then I will go for coffee, because for the in place of tea I go for the coffee. So we can say I can substitute tea for coffee. We can say they are the substitute goods. Scientific management is the substitute to exact scientific investigation. Means we can substitute scientific management to scientific investigation. Investigate means we have to investigate some other things. And knowledge for the old individual judgment. And also we gain knowledge for the old individual. Already some people have done investigation on this particular topic, so we have to go for this old, and for this we have to read it, then only we have to start new investigation. Our opinion in all matters relating to the work done in the shop. Suppose in this workshop, in an organization we want to discuss something. So for that we have to do research. For this research first we have to go what are the previous people has done. Already some people have investigated about the particular topic, so we have go for the topic, we have to read it, then only for that we have to come and we have to start our investigation, then we can get a better result. So we can say scientific management is a substitute of the scientific investigation and knowledge for the old individual judgment or opinion in all matters relating to the what are the matters in every matter relating to in this workshop. This is the what is scientific management. Substitution is equal to scientific investigation. Next, scientific management includes finding the most efficient methods. What is the importance of scientific management? It find out the most efficient methods of production of scientific selection and training of workers. For providing selection, suppose we want to select some people, for selection of the people and providing trainings for related to the work to the people, we have to be selected by using scientific management. Have to be selected very good selection. They want to check each and everything, means they want to investigate first, then only they select the people and give training. Proper allotment of duties and work and achieving cooperation between workers and management. What are the main objective? Proper allotment of duties. After selection and after the training, we have to allot them for duties and work and achieve cooperation between, and the main objective is we have to maintain a cooperation with all the workers in the management. The first main objective of scientific management is find out the most efficient person for a particular the duty is completely suitable for this particular person. So the scientific management helps for selecting that kind of person, and for that person we have to provide training. After the training we have to allot it for the duties. With the duties we have to say them, we have to maintain a coordinate relationship with the people and overall the management. Scientific management includes finding the most efficient methods of production. First they find out what is the efficient method. What is the efficient means we have to utilize complete utilization of our resources, then we can say it is an efficient production. Efficient production, scientific selection and training of workers. While selection, training of workers, and we have to be suit best methods. Proper allotment of duties and work and achieving cooperation. We have to achieve cooperation between workers and management. And there are some objectives. Today our topic is what are the objectives of scientific management. Objectives of the scientific management. Objectives are aims of the scientific management may be summarized as under. What are the main objective? First, highly productivity. We have higher productivity. In our organization, we have to produce higher means maximum limit. Increasing the rate of production by use of standardized tools, equipments, methods and training of workers. By using standardized methods means already we discussed the methods. So for these methods, which method is suitable for our production, we have to choose that. By using the standardized production, equipments, tools, methods and training, we have to provide good training to the workers. For this we can achieve higher production. What are that? Increase the rate of production. Suppose we want to increase our rate of production by use of standardized tools. By using our standardized tools, standardized means there are some standardized methods already we prepared while starting a business. For these methods we have to choose which method is suitable for our business, which method is suitable for our production of the product. So we have to choose a right method. And also we have to choose the equipment. Equipment means machinery. We have to choose the correct machinery, latest technology. Then only you can produce huge products. Methods and which method is suitable for our production. And training of workers. And we have to provide very good training to workers. Then only we can achieve huge productivity. First object is higher productivity. Next, cost of reduction. So while in production we have to reduce our cost, then only we can provide our goods to customers at very reasonable prices with a very good quality. So how can you reduce our cost? Let's see here. Reduction in cost of production by rational planning. Rational planning means before starting our business we have to do some planning. So for that planning we have to reduce means by purchasing bulk of raw materials, and we have to avoid transportation cost. We have to reduce our taxes. By following all these methods we can reduce our cost of production. Then we can give our products to customers with a very reasonable prices. Reduction in cost of production may be a rational planning and regulation. It is regulation and cost control techniques. By using cost control techniques, already we know that in cost management, maybe in BCom second year you have the subject like cost management. In this cost management you study detail about the cost control techniques. They are the economic order quantity. Like this there are so many techniques. So by using these cost techniques and by reducing our transportation cost, like this we have to reduce our cost of production. Then we can give our product to customers with a very reasonable price and best quality. So our second objective is cost of reduction. Next, what our third objective? Elimination of waste. Elimination of waste is the use of resources and the methods of manufacturing. We know that for every production, in every manufacturing unit, while producing our product, there is some wastage. So we have to eliminate the waste. Means we have to, complete elimination is not possible, but we have to reduce the waste by using best methods. So suppose if there is any waste, for that waste we can produce any byproduct. So for that we can go for this. So elimination of waste in the use of resources and methods of manufacturing. We have to maximize elimination of our waste, then we can produce huge productivity. So it is also one of the objective. Next, quality control. What is the quality control? Improvement in the quality of output. Improvement in the quality of output by research. Quality control inspection device. Quality control means suppose we are producing a product. For this product we have to maintain our quality. Means the product does not harm to our customers, and we have to maintain a right quality and right ingredients. We have to use very good ingredients for that preparation of this product. So there is a quality control checkups or quality control officers are there, so they want to check our quality. So we have to maintain a very good quality of the product and which is not damage to our environment. So we have to produce eco-friendly products. Improvement in the quality of output by research. We have to do some research for that, how to improve our quality. Means based on our competitors product, we have to improve our quality, we have to improve our taste and preferences of the customers. We have to know the taste and preferences of customers, then only we have to improve our quality. So we have, for that we have to do some research about the quality control. And inspection devices, there are lot of inspection devices while we are transporting our goods. Also we have there is an inspection checking control officer. They have to check the quality, we are producing quality of products or not. So our next objective is quality control. We have to maintain a very good quality of the product with a reasonable prices. Next, right man for right work. Placement of the right person and the right jobs through scientific selection and training of workers. He said in the scientific management, they says like that we have to give job to the right person at the right place. Right person and the right jobs through scientific selection. Means already we discussed there is a scientific selection, means we have to inspection for the people, we have to observe the person, he is eligible for the job or not. So we have to be selected. In that process there is some process like screening test, preliminary interview and group discussion. For all this there is a process. For that those person who have qualified all the tests, then only we can give the job. So we think the person is suitable for this right job. So placement of right person and the right job through by using scientific selection and training. After we have to give job opportunity for this employee, we have to provide some training facilities because every employee is new for the work. So we have to give some training facilities for 15 days or 1 month. So it is also one of the objective. Next, incentive wages. Relating wage payment to the efficiency of workers, that is giving wages at higher rate to the efficiency workers. Those who are efficient in their work, means those who work very careful. So we have to provide some incentives. Already we know that for workers we have to give some bonuses like Diwali bonus, like that. Those workers who have reached their target and they produced over goods, so we have to give some incentives. Means we have to appreciate their work. They are that particular people are doing hard work, so we have to appreciate. For that appreciation we have to give some rewards in the form of like bonuses, money, or some we have to give or we have to give some like appreciation letters, like that. So we can increase their confident levels, and also they have to work more energetic while we are providing some incentives, some appreciations. The workers can get happy, like I am doing the work, so I get some I get some recognition according to all the workers. So they feel like that and they work, and the other people also inspiration like that. Next time I want to get this appreciation. For that we can develop a eco-friendly environment in our organization, and also we can improve our production capacity also. So our next objective is incentive wages. These are all the objectives of the scientific management. What are the objectives of scientific management? Higher productivity by using standardized tools, equipment, methods and training training workers, we have to improve our productivity in a high. Cost of reduction, by using cost techniques, we have to reduce our cost. Then we can give our product with a reasonable prices to our customers. Then we can improve our profits. Next, elimination of waste. By using the standardized methods and tools, we have to eliminate of waste. Next objective is quality control. First, in production, we have to check the quality of the product. If the quality is good or not, we have to maintain a very good quality of the product while giving to our consumer. So we have to maintain a quality control. Our next objective is right man for the right work. We have to choose the right person for the right work. The person is suitable for this work or not, we have to select. By conducting so many interview levels, there are preliminary interview like screening test, etc. For this, we can select the right person for the right job. And next, incentive wages. We have to provide incentives for the work. The persons who are working efficiently, we have to provide some incentives, bonus, or rewards, appreciations. Then the workers get happy and they can work better than the previous. So the other people also think that next time we have to take this appreciation. So we can maintain a friendly environment in our organization, and we can improve our productivity also. So these are the objectives of the scientific management. I hope you understand this lecture. If you have any doubt, please let me know. I definitely clarify your doubts. Thank you so much. Not only this lecture, please go through, kindly follow all these lectures from first. I am giving every link in this group. Go through each and every lecture. So if you have any doubts, if you want repeat any particular topic, please let me know. I definitely solve your doubts. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Keep smiling. Study hard.